Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for December 10th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 9. The number 9 is a number of completion and intuition, and the number 9 asks us to bring things back into who we really are. Sometimes we get too extended. There is so much happening in the world, so much asking us to do constantly more. This number says, is that the right thing? Is it worth it? Americans have been trained by corporations to put in more time than necessary into our work in order to be a good worker. Because of that, we have less time, less vacation, less leave of absence, less sick leave, more stress, more obesity, more illness than other workers in other civilized countries. Maybe it's something we need to change. The number 9 day asks us to feel into where we want to place our energy and to learn discernment, to know our value, and to not let others take advantage of us. The Astrology Today. The moon stays all day in the emotional sign of Pisces, deepening us and allowing us to feel into those places that don't always see the light of day. Sometimes we need a bit of encouragement to see into our inner self and the feelings that motivate our actions. Mercury and Saturn will semi-square, and that can create delays and other misinterpreting our words, actions, and opinions. Expect to feel inconvenienced and know that you are not alone. We are in the first quarter moon, and the sun is in Sagittarius. Together, they form a square to the moon this evening. While you may feel as if you are in a state of crisis, there is also a feeling of needing to take some action. But that action seems murky and unclear. This is a time of stress, so remember that our mood can and will impact others that we love. And my quote for today: many things seem sweet when we are young. Remember things so sweet they stuck on our tongue? Such sweetness comes through in the most interesting of times, a moment when fear recedes and we discover things more sublime. Many things in life are so personal and deep. Many people are deliciously sweet. Discover those experiences that taste so divine. Find the people with whom you align. Taste the pure nectar of friendships and trust. Let your love out to those you entrust. And my blog for today. My husband and I went on a small catamaran along the coast of the Dominican Republic yesterday evening. My husband has his own 2-masted sailboat with one hull rather than two, and the winds were not perfect for the tacking. They were too gentle for easy shifts. But it was wonderful to get out in the ocean and to feel the soft breezes, to look at the shoreline, and to see the people out and about in the sun having fun. Such a relief after 2 years of quarantine. It was a moment of normalcy and a chance to take off the stress and strain. Even though we have to go to the grocery store and put a mask on, it gives moments when things seem more regular. I fear that we will be wearing masks for a long time. In China, they have been doing it for decades. I know. I would go through Hong Kong airport for the last decade, and it started with the terrible air from all the coal plants in the winter and then escalated so that even in the last decade or more, if you went through a Chinese airport such as Hong Kong, 70% of the Chinese were wearing masks all the time, and 100% of the workers in the health screening areas were wearing masks, and they were taking your temperature as you walked by. It seemed a little extreme back then, but not now. I know that this disease has its own journey in this world. In times past, travelers to tropical areas often got malaria from mosquitoes, and many died while traveling. How many of our ancestors did not make it crossing into this country or to get to the West Coast? Perhaps we have been spoiled in our life with grand adventures and fantastic trips, and perhaps now we have a bit more appreciation. Regardless, I love this moment that almost feels normal. I walk on the beach in the warm wind, and I feel the salty air and sand on my feet, and it's delicious. There are many things in life that are sweet. We get to discover and rediscover those things, those simple things, and embrace a life that, while changed, is showing us maybe what really matters. Thanks, everyone.